In recent years, I've been around many people facing all kinds of struggles. Now, I'm not a trained therapist, but sometimes I really wish I were. I pray often that God gives me the words others need to hear, and I do this especially when someone is sharing with me a story of pain, frustration, or despair. You don't need a certificate or a degree to encourage someone. You may not always know how, but you can always try. This is what Scripture tells us. Don't use bad or abusive language. Let everything you say be good, so that your words may be encouragement to those who hear them. We are called to help people find hope in the Lord. Perhaps we can pray with a friend and meditate on Scripture when someone comes to us with their problems and stresses. Scripture also says this: therefore encourage one another and build each other up. And we can do this by sharing words of faith. Now, I've shared some personal fears and stresses with family members in the past to only feel worse than before. Some people have a tendency to pass judgment instead of helping you find a solution. I've learned to guard myself from such people. My circle of confidants has drastically retracted over the years. It's not to assume most people can't be trusted, but it is my experience that few can sympathize and know how to encourage. Sometimes you need a listening ear and little words said back. When the person does speak, you want those words to bring you peace and not additional anxiety. That is why we need to share our pain with those who share our faith. Listen to what Scripture says. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. The toughest and sometimes the easiest problems are those that are out of our control. And perhaps we help people recognize that this is in their control, and when things are out of their control, what things they can solve and what things they can't solve. We have to encourage people to let go and let God take over. Maybe our words of encouragement are helping people surrender to the Lord. Read the chapter of Exodus. Do not be afraid. Stand firm with the Lord. He will fight for you. You need only to be still. And you know what God did? He rescued them. He was in control the whole time. Even when the enemy was on its way, ready to take the Israelites down, He can do the same for us when we trust and rest in Him. This has been a Christ-Centered Communication message. I'm Vanessa Denha Garmo, a communications evangelist.